Now we can hear. Who would you like to thank, Kevin?
My mom, my dad, my brother, Saab MX, Monster Army, Roost, 100%, Traction MX, God for keeping me safe, of course, and everybody else that I forgot. Thank you so much.
There it is. Let's hear it for Kevin DePino. I'm going to send back up the tower. I have a whole shot award and a couple other things we got to sort out. If Vincent Wade's around, we'll talk to him, but you guys take it for now.
All right, we'll get back down to you. But yes, Masters 50 just fired off to life. Jeff Emig is leading, but Brian Carroll actually grabbed the whole shot on the 55 Yamaha. We just heard no Mike Brown in this moto.
Yep, no motor. Not able to get a motor together. And so now the 47 of Emig, he knew. You could tell how hot he came out of that gate. He knows what is at stake here. And he's trying to keep clean, too. He's got the nice neon boots. You can actually still see a little bit of the neon as they go off into Storyland.
He's in championship mode for sure. He's going to have a 1-2 and whatever he gets here. There he is, Emig out front, so he is in control of this one. Tough break for rider number 49 who went down on that start. And there's the 47 paddling through the wet stuff. There's Kevin Kozat. I believe he went down as well. So good to see Kevin, our MXers for Jesus, pastor back up on two wheels. It's a tough man sport right here, boys.
44, that's Gregory Paymark.
That's it.
The deep mud back there. Man, that one corner right there. It's like if you leave a static camera on it, you'll probably catch all of the action from the race.
It's all happening right there, you're right.
And Storyland this whole week, I felt like even when it was dry, we saw incredible ruts, people slowing down almost to stop even before the weather came. So
you guys called it perfectly. Never Neverland now.
Yep.
That is absolutely perfect.
Scary Storyland.
That is very scary.
You go back there and you don't come back.
You don't ever
disappear back there.
Good dirt bikes go to die. Thanks to Scott Sepkovic for popping in. Arma in the house, taking care of the entire announcer crew.
Some good stuff there. Yeah, that was awesome. Gonna have to start making these smoothies. As we watch up and over the Rocky Mountain, nobody going to be sending that thing out to flats.
An accredited online public school that comes to you. Visit MichiganOnlineSchool.com to learn more.
What does it take to be a top driver?
7:35 in the first two motos, and now he's right up here in the mix.
Right in the mix. He's one of those guys that, man, I hope it rains. He might have, I mean, probably not, but there's some psycho guy out there that just loves this kind of stuff. Where's Barry Carson at?
I'm not sure. I saw somebody paddling coming through the corner before the commandments, and it looked like it might have been a Suzuki.
I would have to think he would be a guy.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was maybe Barry or not. We'll get a look out and see where we can see the 28 machine coming through.
Same bike he rode 6 years ago here.
Yes, indeed. 3-3 scores for Barry coming into this moto. So without Brownie here, have to say, I guess maybe the closest competition in terms of a championship scenario against Jeff Emig. But I don't know. I think Jeff Emig's just taking off here.
Yeah, Jeff doing exactly what he was looking to do. Got out front early and has almost two straightaways. Basically the entire 10 Commandments here as we see the 55 of Carroll starting to enter the 10 Commandments. Now on screen, the wood section right there, Stu Baylor was talking about how narrow the track is getting.
Watch out.
That was tight.
Take that.
That could have been bad.
He had nowhere to go, man. The 54 is like, sorry, bud.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, the rain is starting to fall just a little bit again. We got some water coming down on the track again.
Might be a blessing right now, Kellen. Keep this thing soupy, keep it sloppy instead of thickening up and tacking up and getting really heavy. It honestly might be a blessing at this point.
I just don't see it drying out, man. I see it being nasty until about 6 weeks from now.
Yeah.
When do we come back here? Do we do a GNCC anytime soon, or have we already done that?
Only thing I know of is the ATV race next week.
No more?
Yeah, next week we're going to have ATV Pro MX here.
That's it. Oh, so
at
we
the
gotta
ranch
we
as
gotta
well.
turn this
So
thing
yeah,
around.
those guys, they'll put a squeegee to the track next week, and
they'll actually push all that good dirt that's off to the side back on and try to spread it out and reuse it. That's a lot of money and a lot of soil amendments they added before
and
we
then the
got
quad
started.
guys will just spit it off the
Shoot
side
it
of
off
the
to
track.
Dixon,
Anyways, it's
Tennessee.
going to be over there in the pond and in the infield.
Just leave it there. We're going to send it there anyway.
Hey, but you know what? Big shout out to our quad friends who really stepped up down here with the neighborhood and with Waverly and all the recovery efforts of that. You know, Live to Ride 88, Deb and her crew over there really stepped up and wanted to join and be part of the whole motorsports community down here, not bike and quad and this and that. And we're all one family, and hats off to them.
Absolutely. Our first look at Barry Karsten, number 28. I just said absolutely. I think there's a drinking game back there in the woods. They were telling me about that. Absolutely.
Absolutely. No question about it.
Yeah, for sure.
There is Barry, like you said.
Doing exactly what he wants to do here.
Sloshing his way around this racetrack. We're getting to the point with the rain coming back down. We already had a few lines kind of getting developed, and now everyone's just crossing over them, and we got a jigsaw puzzle of lines out there again.
The squirreliest ruts ever, man. As they go into Storyland, though, the ruts are taking the proper shape. They're not zigzaggy.
No, that looks almost normal, like what we normally see going into Storyland. Oh, we got to ride it down right here on the exit of Storyland. That might be the 51 of Max down. Is just picked it up and got going again.
Thank goodness for electric start. I mean, that has to be just key here.
No question.
Charge that battery up good, because you know you're going to need it in this moto. So a 2:37 was the lap time Emig laid down. An official one, 2:37 to 2:49 for Carroll. Frenchie with a 2:50. There's Jeff right there. It is a battle of attrition. Gets past the number 15, I believe, a lap rider. That is Jeremy Barone. Fro cautiously working his way through. He spent some time on a muddy racetrack. We all know that.
Yeah, he's looking really solid, just making sure he picks the right line.
Just straighten that bike up.
Look how far ahead he's looking too, right? He'll get into a run,
just
then
look
forward and see, okay, where's this thing actually taking?
Right, it may take you all the way to the concession stand. Oh, wrong rut, man. Bummer.
Going to weave through a little bit of lap traffic back here in Storyland. And you can see pretty much everybody. Oh, man, look, we got 3 riders stacked up on the outside of Storyland right there. Is Emig. He's going to the far inside. He's just kind of paddling his way through right there. Good grief.
Give me that mic. We're going to bring Scott Sepkovic in here for a moment. Scott taking a break, delivering a boatload of goodness to us up in the tower. And what do you have going on at ARMA?
Yeah, you know, it's unfortunate with this weather, and especially for, you know, ARMA rider Mike Brown. You know, it's a bummer for him, but, you know, just wanted to say, as much as it's a bummer with all this weather, all of you can capitalize on it, because we are having a rainy day special over there. We sold out a bunch of our product. We FedExed a ton more in, and now we have a bunch of inventory and no one out and about the last 3 days. So come on over. We got 50% off all these amazing products. We aren't a discount brand. We don't typically do that, but we're going to hook you all up. So come over, say hello, grab some products for your next events, and let's hope that next year we have sunshine like we have for at least the last 5 I was here. I think we made up for those 5 here the last 3 days. But yeah, I just want to give a shout out to all the people that are here and you know, having a good family time. It's unfortunate that some of you didn't achieve your goals because of this rain and your bike problems, this, that, and the other, but that's racing. You know, never give up. Failure's not an option, and just continue and fighting and doing what you do. Everybody travels safe. Come over, make sure you get some product there. We also have fire over there, which will give you a little boost and focus, get you drive home. So everybody, come on over. Actually having a little rain sale, but we can call it a fire sale too. Come on over, say hello, stop by. 50% off everything. We don't want to ship anything back home. All right, guys.
Thanks a lot, Scott Sepkovic. Fell off the truck prices over there at ARMA. And you got a great bunch of guys that work with him. You partner, I believe, with Nick Way and Jeremy McGrath and a host of other fine individuals. Chad Reed.
Yeah, I just want to say thanks to those guys, Jeremy McGrath, Chad Reed, Adam Cincerilla, Nick Way, all the other shareholders, Dave Eller, you know, great people, and you know, just here trying to make sure that, you know, we make the best in class supplements. You know, we use best in class ingredients, clinical doses. We like to consider ourselves the Ferrari of supplements. We formulate for performance, not profits. We believe the profits will come when you perform your best. So we'll sell a lot of product when all you guys try it and you perform well. So come on over, get the best stuff. Make sure you check the ingredient list, look at your ingredients, do your research. You'll see we're not messing around. We make the best stuff in the class. So good luck, have fun, drive safe home.
There it is. Thanks a bunch, Scott Sepkovic. As we continue to watch the guys that could probably use that stuff the most, the old guys. I'm one of the old guys. I could ride this class. I could qualify for it. I could not qualify. I could by age. That's the only way I could qualify. If you just had to have a license, a driver's license.
Eligible.
We are eligible for the process. There's the number 47. Said he drove from California to Texas twice for his area, then his regional. So he had to go all the way across country essentially to get qualified up. Jeff Emig.
Yeah, we're going to walk away maybe with 2 championships this week.
How about that?
It's worth it in the end, right?
Never give up. That's what he was talking about, because Fro could have packed it in, just melded in, if you will, but he is a champion himself, literally.
We saw...
Yeah, you got to fly by those guys for sure. You don't waste any time.
Yeah, we saw, I think Gregory Paymark got around Carroll last time through the flag stand, so he's up into the 2 ride now. I think that also jumped him ahead of Barry Karsten overall, so he's also second overall, sitting in second place. But Barry, he's still charging.
He's coming.
He's trying to close down on Carroll before this thing's over.
Barry was about 18th or 16th, and now he's up to 4th. So wouldn't be Loretta's without Barry Karsten getting a horrible start, getting muddy and dirty, and being on the podium.
Yeah, we just hoping down there that Barry does get all the way to Brian Carroll, so that
that's right. He wants to talk to
Barry
him
one
so bad.
more time.
That's right.
I'm trying to see whether the white flag is waving or
Yep.
if it's out. Yeah, it looks like the white flag is out.
Yes, sir.
It is. It's a brown flag at this point. And there's Emig. He sees that white flag. Man, that is a sight for sore eyes right there for sure.
Man, everyone kind of funneling to that one line coming across our first turn complex right there, because on either side it is a lot of slop. And Emig just making it look real easy, flowing through these corners.
The fastest he went was on that start. That was a violent, I need to get away from these people start for him.
Using the outsides here. Yeah, I mean, we're just looking at, it's all just basically slop over there coming through that third corner. And it's not really pick your line, it's just kind of point and go at that point.
Sure. Well, Paymark and Carroll coming through for their 4th lap now. 255, 253 for Carroll. Paymark with that 255, so Carroll is closing in.
Yeah, just taking a peek out, seeing if we see Barry Karsten going over the line yet, to see if he's made up any time. He's pretty far back, so I don't think he's going to be able to close the gap down to Carroll in the end, but still a good ride for Barry to come from way back like you guys had mentioned.
And Emig, getting balance off just a little bit there. Having to slow down if he needs to, whatever it takes, making his way off into Storyland. And look at that, taking a little look ahead. He's got a group of riders.
They're hanging out.
Yeah.
Don't go here, Jeff. Go get over here.
Jeff, can I get a picture real quick?
They're like, hey, dude, do me a favor. Tuck in right here, and we'll just follow the leader.
Yeah, that rut was occupied. It's like being in the bathroom. It's occupied, bro. The rut is occupied.
You know it's bad when the riders on track are pointing you lines.
Go around.
Go that way.
Go that way.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we got to change. I've never seen this before. We're down to the podium. We have a change in our champion in the previous class because Colby Lassar on the last lap was making up time. There was such a huge gap. He never gave up. He had it. He lost it. He got it back. Come on up to the stage, and we have our champion. Let's hear it for Colby Lassar. And come on up and hand over the #1 plate, Olivia. And we did wait on the plate, handing over to super double check the results. But 2 minutes after DePino came by, Lassar came by with enough points, and he is your champ. You actually had the points for most of the moto. Did you go down at one point?
Yeah, I actually went stuck before the triple into Storyland. It took me a while to get up. I was probably down for like 25 seconds. I was actually terrified when I was down. I was like, I just lost it. But I charged on the last lap, and I just never gave up and passed, I think, 3 or 4 kids. And I don't know, it was a surprise. I got the dub.
Amazing, Colby. Who do you want to thank, man?
I want to thank Thor, 100%, Pro Taper, Thunder Valley, LSR, Lesser Painting, Bell Ray, A&H Auto Care, Guts Racing, Bell, Serbius, Defy Graphics, and Kyle Cheeseman, Kyle Cheeseman, Ryan Sipes, and I want to give a huge thank you to Robbie Raynard at Raynard Training Complex. We've been putting in so much work, and some days it's really hard, and it paid off.
All right, he's done it. Colby Lassar is your champion.
All right, we thank you for that. And crossing the line, Jeff Emig will take the win in Masters 50 Plus, and with it, take home the championship this week. 1-2-1 scores for the 47 machine. Looks like Paymart will finish up this race in second place, and also second place in this week's championship as well. Brian Carroll crossing the line in third, and then eventually we'll see the 28 ride of Barry Karsten finishing up in fourth, which should at this point seal him third in this class for the week. So there's some more of our riders crossing the finish line.
Yeah, we're going to have a bit of a rush down here. Emig's already in, as you guys noted, but Lassar is still taking his photos. And that was, like I said, about a minute and a half before Lessard got in. That's how big the gaps are in these mud races. But we did get the points right. It's going to be Emig, Paymart, and Carroll in this class. And we'll clear the decks for Emig in a moment.
So there it is. Jeff Emig is going to get the job done, celebrating, waiting his turn to go up and talk to Jason Wygant. And man, I think Jeff is really excited on this. He was coming back. He was excited about bringing it back to the ranch, and look at what he was able to do with it.
It tells us a lot. There's no guarantees. You know, everybody talk about Mike Brown, Barry Carson, this and that, Emig on a different bike, blah, blah, blah. There are no guarantees down here at the ranch. Emig did his homework. There's no question the guy's in shape. You know, he pays attention. He's got a great machine, but he's able to just be consistent, put it together. And this year he comes out here with 2 titles.
No, you guys keep going up there. Sorry, we're going to move this bike off, and we got to bring Jeff Emig's bike on up. You guys can keep chatting.
So yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think this is what it's all about. You go out here for the chance. You go out for the opportunity, and you never know. We've seen in these conditions, riders have triumphant results. Riders have, you know, horrible races, and then obviously Jeff able to put it together and bring home a #1 plate. So it's exciting to see the different things people have had to overcome this week. There's been a lot going on, different conditions, bike issues, crashes, all kinds of stuff, and that's what makes holding that #1 plate up so sweet.
No question about it. I'm sure Jeff, of course, wanted to actually race Mike Brown this moto. It's a shame that Brownie couldn't get back out there, but either way, I mean, Emig to slosh his way through both of these motos and end up on top, I'm sure he'll feel pretty satisfied with the way everything went this week for himself.
Let's do it down here. How about that? And in the end, 2 titles will come his way in one day. 2 more national championships at Loretta's. Let's bring the #1 plate on up and hand it over to Jeff Emig. Well, Lady Luck absolutely on the side today. The gold, this is the second time we got you, and it just worked out. It just worked out. Brown's engine went down. He didn't even make it to the gate in this one, so who cares? Everything worked out fine.
Yeah, it's a lot different than in that second plus 40 moto when Brown whooped my ass. I was like, well, we're going to have to settle for second for the rest of the weekend. But, you know, that's why I guess why you race all 3. You know, it's unfortunate that he had the bike issues he did. I mean, you know, Mike's the fastest vet guy there is out there. You know, I started this journey April 16th. I took a year off, called BJ, said, hey, I'm coming back to the area qualifier. And he's like, when did you start riding again? And I'm really kind of just shocked right now that I ended up with 2 of these #1 plates when they're, you know, when a guy like Mike Brown and the level that he's at is in these classes, it makes it really difficult. But I just have so much fun in the mud. I knew that I needed the whole shot. I'm not sure who was second, but it was like every time I heard him next to me, I just went that direction. You know, so, but it's super fun also riding this 302 stroke. You know, it needs a lot of development work on it, if you will, and twisted development, put together some good mappings. You know, the FMF pipe and silencer. Other than that, it's stock. Got some bars and grips, Enzo suspension, you know, Emig Pro grips. Other than that, it's pretty stock, but in the mud, it's so much fun to ride. It's so easy. And I honestly, I just had a really fun time riding. It was good.
All right. Not just the win, but the riding as well. We want to thank some more people, Jeff.
BJ, of course, my girlfriend Jessica's here, my son Jagger here, he's got that grin on his face. All the good people that back me, you know, from Rhino Power, MX Locker, Elevate Motocross. What am I missing, BJ? ODI grips, Wee Big. I actually have some tear-offs left on these new viral goggles. That's how good it went. I got some tear-offs left after a night or after a race like that. So a lot of good people backing me, and certainly all of the fans are still here cheering me on, all of us on in the 50-plus class. It's crazy. It's the 50 Masters. Yeah. I mean, that's got a good sound to it, you know. So it's just good to be back at the ranch one more time and grab 2 more of these. It's cool.
Master of the Masters, your #1 plate, Jeff Emig. Jeff can hang out. There's a bottle of champagne I'll give you. I got to talk to 2 other riders. We got Paymart and Carroll. And this champagne is